Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with prikket firkant by rockratzero. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have sum/product cages. The number at the top left of a cage is the sum or product or both of the digits in the cage. So this could be these could sum to 8, or they could all multiply together to 8. So summing to 8, we could do, for example, 1, 3, 4. That sums to 8. If we want a product to 8, we could do, for example, 1, 2, 4. 1 times 2 times 4 is 8. We cannot repeat digits in a cage, so we can't do like 2 times 2 times 4 for 16. That's 16, I know, but you can't repeat digits. You can't do like 1, 1. Anyway, no repeating digits in cages. That's the whole point. Anyway. We also have consecutive pairs here. So these are these white dots. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. So if this was a 2, this could be a 1 or a 3 because they're consecutive. And not all of them are necessarily given. That just means if I have like 2, 3 here, there isn't a white dot. That's perfectly fine. You're allowed to do 2, 3 there. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. 6 gauge is interesting. If it was a sum, it would be 1, 2, 3. If it was a product, it would be 1, 2, 3. Because 1 times 2 times 3 is 6. So I think 1, 2, 3 is the only option for 6. Like increasing any of these digits, like they're the 3 smallest digits that can go in there, and increasing any of them would make the sum bigger and make the product bigger. So 6 is our minimum, so that's what we got to do. Now, we know these 2 are consecutive, so we have to use the 2. If we did a 1, 3, those aren't consecutive. So there's definitely a 2 in one of these, which means there isn't a 2 here. Now, this is consecutive with 1 or 3. So with the 1, it would have to be a 2. With the 3, it could be 2 or 4. All right. This is interesting to think about. We have 2 consecutive digits here with a 2 or a 4. Now, notably, 2, 4 is even. Now, we're going to have 1 even and 1 odd on a consecutive dot. So that means that this has 2 evens and an odd in it. Now, 2 evens and an odd, if we were to sum them, must be an odd number. That's just how evens and odds work, right? 2 evens plus an odd is going to be odd. So this has to be a product. We have to multiply 3 digits to get 8. If we did not use a 1, then 2, 3, 4 multiplies to way too big. Let's see, 2 times 3 is 6, times 4 is 24, right? So we have to use a 1 in here. So that puts the 1 down here, since this can't be a 1, and 1 always joins 2. So this is a 1, 2 pair, making that a 4, and indeed 1 times 2 times 4, I think was my example, to multiply to 8. Might be the only way to product to 8, in fact. Now, this digit here needs to have 2 different consecutive digits because these share a box. 1 only has 1 consecutive. If I put a 1 here, these are both 2. So that's our 2, that's our 1, and then now this has to be 3 because we got a chain. This 1 makes that a 3, making that 2 and 1. Nice. Got all this filled out. There's a 2 in one of these 2. There's a 3 up here. These 2 are just 5, 6. Sometimes Sudoku can just help seed things. We can place a 4 in this column, and then this is 5, 6. That makes this one 2. And that makes this 3, 5, 6. And this is 4, 5, 6 with a 4 in one of these 2. All right. Now, maybe we should think about this 8. So I do believe the 8 always needs a 1 in it. If you sum to 3, yeah, I think we proved that. 3 digits, the product of 3 digits is at least 24 if you don't use a 1. 2 times 3 times 4 is 24. Or whatever, yeah, 6 times 4 is 24, yeah. So we have to have a 1 for the product. For the sum, if we try to do 2 plus 3 plus 4, that's 9. So this definitely has a 1 in it, but it's not in these 2 cells. So this is our 1. That's 2 and 1. And now we either sum to 7 or multiply to 8. Multiplying to 8 is going to have to be, would have to use the 2. 3 times 4 is already 12. So we're going to sum to 7 without a 1, 2. So we have to be 3, 4. That does place 3 in this box. And then this is a 5, 6 as well. I assume the 12 will resolve our 5, 6s. Okay, so this is a chain again. If this was a, oh no, it's not, these aren't consecutive, never mind. But these are consecutive. So if this was a 3, this would be a 2. If this was a 4, it could not be a 3, so it would have to be a 5. So the extreme way. I don't know why I was imagining a dot right there. It's not there. These are consecutive though. Oh, this cage does not have a 1 in it. So we know that it has to be a sum. So we're summing to 12. So these two digits are consecutive. So there's an even and an odd. So these add to an odd number. So this has to be odd as well. 1 is gone, so it's 3 or 5. And now we can work off of that. So if this was a 3, then these two digits need to add to 9. So the two consecutive digits that add to 9 are 4, 5. This 4 tells us that's 5 and that's a 4. If this was a 5, then these two digits add to 7. And so the two consecutive digits that add to 7 are 3, 4. Again, this can't be 4. So this is always the 4. And this is a 3, 5 pair. So we're doing 3, 4, 5 as the conclusion. This is now a 3 and a 4. That's a 5 and a 3. That's a 6 and a 5. That's a 4. All right. This is 5 or 6. This is 2 or 6. I mean, I think it's just Sudoku from here. We filled all the boxes. Oh, this 4 does make that 5. Okay. That's the last thing. 6 and 5. 6. Oops. Whoa. 6 and 2. That's a 6 and a 5. That's a 6 and a 5. These two digits are 1, 2, not resolved. These two digits are 2, 3. That 3 resolves it. 2 and 3, so then that's 2 and 1. These two digits are the 4, 6, so that's 6 and 4. Last digit is a 1, and we're done. Cool puzzle, Rockrat. I enjoyed that. I think that the key deduction is just thinking about 3-cell products and how they're always going to have a 1 in them. So, yeah, that was neat. I also liked how it was ambiguously sum or product. Take your pick. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.